Hello, welcome to WireMock Cloud Academy. The WireMock CLI is a standalone tool used on your local workstation or a firewalled server. It's useful for recording internal APIs that sit behind your firewall and can't be reached by WireMock Cloud's hosted recorder. Use the CLI when you need to capture request and response data from internal systems and then upload those recordings to WireMock Cloud. Today, I'll show you how to use the WireMock CLI to record internal API traffic and save it for mocking and testing. We'll start our demonstration inside of a command prompt window. The WireMock CLI requires Node.js to be installed on your machine. So let's first verify that I have Node installed. Node version will respond back with what version of Node is currently installed. The next thing we need to do is install the WireMock Cloud CLI. We'll do that using npm install global and then @WireMock CLI. After a few seconds, npm will confirm that the installation has taken place. We can now verify this by typing wiremock and -h for help. We see that the WireMock Cloud CLI has been installed successfully. The next thing we need to do is to log into WireMock Cloud from the WireMock Cloud CLI. We'll do that by saying wiremock login. This will open up a browser window. And much like we confirm pairing Bluetooth devices, we'll make sure that these codes match. So GRHLVTRT. GRHLVTRT, and we'll click confirm. We can come back over to our command prompt window and see that we are now successfully logged in. Next, we'll issue the whoami command to verify that login. Wiremock whoami. This step is optional. We'll see that I'm logged in as dan@wiremock.io. Our next step is to start the recorder. So we'll say wiremock record, and then specify the internal server that we want to record. HTTP // and mine is internal.service operating on port 5001. In a moment, we're told that the recorder is running and that we need to send requests from our consumer to HTTP / localhost port 8000. I'll do that down below here. So I'm going to issue a curl for HTTP / localhost port 8000 and the user's path. And we'll see that I get some traffic back. Also in our WireMock CLI window, we'll notice that the get for /users was recorded with a 200 response code. Let's go ahead and issue another command or two. So let's ask for user 8356. And we'll do one more for 923. Okay, we've recorded our transactions. We can come back over to our recorder, and you'll notice that it tells us to press enter to stop the recording. Press enter, and now we're given the option of where to save the recorded stubs. We can use our arrow keys to select choose an API or create a new API. Let's go ahead and say choose an API. We're then presented with a paginated list of the mock APIs that we have access to in our WireMock Cloud account. I'm going to choose this first one here, WireMock Cloud Academy CLI, and hit return. We'll see that the WireMock Cloud CLI reports that it has successfully recorded 3 stub mappings and uploaded them to mock API with the ID 6R7ZG. Let's go into WireMock Cloud and verify. Here is my 6R7ZG mock API. I'll hit the refresh button and we'll see that the stubs that we have recorded have now been populated. Let's take a quick look at the documentation. You'll find the documentation for the WireMock Cloud CLI in its own section listed underneath CLI. In here, you'll notice the installation instructions, which can also be used for upgrading, how to issue the help command, all of the current commands supported by the WireMock Cloud CLI, such as the whoami, the logout command. You'll notice that you can also manage mock APIs. We saw similar functionality at the end of the recording when we chose to upload it to an existing API. You'll also find some other commands inside of the WireMock Cloud CLI, such as the mock-apis list command, which can also receive several options to customize the output. And coming down to recording with the CLI, we demonstrated this today, WireMock record and the internal or private endpoint that needs to be recorded. You'll notice that we can also, on the command line, specify the mock API ID that we want to record to. And coming down even further, we can change the port that the recorder runs on. By default, it's port 8000. Here we're seeing it being overridden with port 8080. And also interesting to note is that the WireMock Cloud CLI supports mutual TLS. So if you need to exchange certificates as part of the authentication process for accessing the internal API that you're trying to record, that can be achieved with the WireMock CLI. As you've just seen, WireMock Cloud CLI allows you to record internal APIs not reachable from the public internet and easily upload them to your WireMock Cloud account. Try it yourself with a free forever account at wiremock.io.